Welcome to the Heidelberger pregame show here in Ray Skillman Stadium right before we take on the Warren Central Warriors. And before we get to that game and the regional championship, Coach, let's talk about winning another championship in the sectional side of things. We went down to Columbus North last week, really played some good football, came out right away, got on the scoreboard. Your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, I'm just really proud of our team as a whole, our coaches and all the staff and the players keeping our focus and traveling down to Columbus and winning our 13th sectional championship in a row with very little environment and not much to play for. And it happened pretty quick, and the kids stayed focused. They had great energy and great enthusiasm. I'm proud of everybody that got to play. I'm proud of our team for accomplishing that. That's always the first step. You got those first two games. They're the longest of the season and the hardest, I think, because trying to keep the focus from fall break to the first week of the sectional, which was a very good Franklin Central team, and then you go down and have to play Columbus North, who's like we said, we played 9 times. So just congratulations to the Trojans for coming out on top and moving on in the drive for 5.
Now tonight we go against a former MIC foe. Usually we start our season off for the last many years against Warren Central. Obviously didn't get a chance to play him this year. I think the kids are going to be excited to go against that team with the big W on their side, and your preparation for Warren Central this week. Give us some insight on what to expect. I know they got a really good defensive player, but they're always full of athletes, and they can come out and get you if you aren't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, it's the old foe again. It's a little bit of familiarity. You're seeing a team that you've played before, but this defense is different. They have a different defensive coordinator. The head coach hasn't been there but a couple of years now. So, it's not the same old Warren, but it is Warren Central. They have highly talented, skilled kids. I think one of their biggest improvement has been their offensive line and their defensive line from the last 2 years. And it's going to be a tough contest to be fought up there. And usually that's where we win the game is, our tough play on the offensive and defensive line. So our offensive and defensive kids have got big shoes to fill, and they're going to have a time up there this tonight. With that, the skill players are the kind of skill players that can get the balls that normal kids can't get to, and they're one play away from beating you or tying you. So we got to tackle well, get them on the ground like it is every week. That's going to be the big thing. Get there and tackle them, get them down, and we got to run the football effectively at some point in the game tonight and hope that our throwing attack can stay as sharp and as precise as it's been. I don't look for it to change, but you never know because you really don't know how they're going to play us till we get out there.
Our question of the week comes from Scott Hendrick. He actually called me today, and he goes, I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but, it's always a fun time of the year, and you think about all the history and tradition that you've been able to build here at Center Grove. And he was looking at some college statistics, and he goes, how many players do we have that are former Trojans that are currently on a college roster? Do you have any idea? I know a lot of them are playing, but, to give you that number, do you have any idea?
Well, I get a text from about 25. So I don't know if it's more than that because there's so many kids are everywhere, which is a great tribute to our program, a great tribute to the families of these kids that continue to play football to get their education and play the greatest game in the world. So I don't know.
It's a pretty good guess. I actually said 26, and then I looked it up, and we're actually sitting at 31 from your lower divisions all the way up to Division I and some pretty big names on some pretty big teams. And I think that's kind of a credit. When you came here, a lot of people didn't think we could beat the likes of Carmel and Ben Davis and especially Warren Central. And it took a long time for you to get that notch in the playoffs against Warren Central. And look at us now. We're at the top, and we got college players all over the place. And it's time to kind of stretch our muscles and get on Warren Central. And we wish you all the luck tonight. It's going to be a heck of a game. And this is the fun time. Drive for 5. We're down to 3 games, and this is where it really gets fun. Competition's incredible. Coach, good luck.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's a big game tonight because we're playing in it. Every big game seems to have Center Grove in it. I told the kids the standard is set with Center Grove football. We are still the 3-time defending 6A state champion. So you guys remember that. We have beat Warren Central 6 times in a row, and nothing's going to change tonight. Go Trojans, beat the Warriors.
I'll tell you, drive for 5. The man is ready. He's got the kids pumped up. Everybody get out and race Skillman tonight if you can. If not, get on ihsatv.org. Get on and watch the Trojans as we go for another regional championship. I hope to see everybody next week in the Final Four. Go Trojans.